All right, traders. Welcome to today's trade recap. Tuesday, March 3rd, 3:35 p.m. We are going to go over what went wrong, what went right, how I managed to protect my profits and manage my ego today because hey, we're all human beings. We all are working on learning, growing and getting better each and every day. So I originally came into the session with a short bias, meaning I was looking for moves to the downside. We had just rode up all day Monday, gave back about 500 points, slight pop, rejected, and you'll notice the VIX and the VIXY were moving up. The VIX and the VIXY tend to move in the opposite direction of the NQs. So if the VIX and VIXY are moving up, you're going to expect the Qs to run down. So that's the move I was looking for. It ultimately played out. It was just very choppy, very volatile. I wasn't confident in it. And rather than get chopped up and give profits back like I've done before, I wanted to protect my capital and move on for a better setup, a better trade another day. One thing I will note, it's very important, you can always come back from missing a trade or missing a day or missing that play. There's times you can't come back from a chased trade and you blow that account because you had that fear of, I can't miss that. And that's something that I struggle with, that I've struggled with a lot before in the past, and today I walked away because of that and I protected it. So you'll see here, market open, we jumped up around 70 points, rejected, back up, rejected, back up, rejected, back up, rejected. This is where I started looking for that short because we were rejecting under that SMA 9, that Bravo 9, and it was just a wick above it. So that was telling me we're not creating a higher high, so we're going to the downside. The only issue for me was the lower time frames, the 3, the 2, and the 1. The 5 and above, I had that confluence. I just didn't have a great position. You'll see on the 1 minute, and this is why I love our TTM Squeeze Pro. You can view another video on that, setting that up. But you'll see when I initially got in, we were bouncing between teal and red on the TTM. And with that, when we're teal, we're typically at the start of an upside move. And you'll see here a lot of times, when we go teal, we're going green and we're getting that pop. We didn't get that. We did get a lot of volatility. Now, I typically run 20 to 25 point stops because that's what I am comfortable getting in. You'll see here, I actually got in around like 522. We're at 567. There's my stop. I'm blown. So with this chop, I didn't want to get stopped out, and you'll see I would have before we made that downside move. So I was early. I didn't want to get chopped. I thought this would possibly come. It did. It just came later than I expected. I took 14 points in this first trade. I took 2 in the second. Again, I didn't like this chop. I got out, protected it. The third one, I was battling the ego the entire way down. I was looking for a pop, any pop retest of that Bravo to get back in because that move was coming and it came. We never got it. I tried chasing, ultimately got it here. But I felt like, key level, there's something that I had marked previous. If you go a lot further left, you'll see I didn't want to get caught in this. And that ultimately played out. I could have had another, like 50 points. my initial trade, I could have had, 100 points, but I never would have taken this. Is the risk to reward there to get 50 points and possibly get caught in a 100, 200, 300, 400 point swing up? No. So, with all that being said, I just had to get out. I had to walk away, reset. Um, there's days where I can't miss a trade, and that ends up with me blowing that account. So rather than do that, I took home $340 today. It's not much, but it's something. I'm up 2,000 between 3 evaluation accounts on the week. I have not traded the funded account because I haven't seen that clear A setup that I want to take on that account. So rather than do what I've done before and try to chase and then try to chase this short again and try to chase every pop, I walked away. I managed that actual ego. I protected my capital and my profits, which is the first and most important thing we need to do as a trader. And I went to the gym to reset. There's always another trade, there's always another day. Just don't blow the accounts, don't chase, don't do dumb things. And that's the biggest win for me today, where typically in the past I would have done those things. Today I did not. Protected the capital, walked away. We come back tomorrow. So with that, traders, that concludes today's recap. Tune in tomorrow for more.